Would you shut up and just push the button already?
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
It's the Wisey Translator on the Wise Guys Sports Show.
I'm forever unclean.
It is the Wisey Translator. It is another night because it is the last segment of the time. James and I give each other names inside and outside of the sports world, and we give you the first thing that pops into our heads. Not many things pop into our heads, so you should be very, very thankful we do this segment every week. Just saying. And as we have done several times now with doing the translator, James gives us the funniest 5 minutes of my week, the Chronicle.
Get out of my head, because you're doing it again.
What? I'm sorry.
Because you're starting to steal my thunder.
Why? Squirrel. Oh boy, it is bad that we miss. As it is incumbent upon me each week to give you the first name of the translator, James, tonight I'm going to go there. I'm going to give you a name that we have spoken about previously, not tonight, but previously in the show. And that you have entered the flag for. Tonight, Wisey Translator is outgoing Michigan Athletic Director Manuel.
I mean, is there a more embattled program in general in all the country right now with this? He had to deal with the coaching issues in the last 2 years. He gets a national championship bringing in Dusty May. And the fact is that they're probably not going to end up repeating because of quote unquote free agency now in in the basketball world and the tournament expanding out next year. The end of the year is the right time for him to walk away because there's so much flux for all the wrong reasons with the Michigan program. I don't want to use the term lack of institutional control, but Mike, this is not a dig. It's not an on-purpose dig. He might have about as much control as Lee Smith did, or whatever his name was with Ohio State during the whole Tressel thing. Because that entire program, with the fact of how bad their basketball program was and all the controversy that they had every single year, really in the waning days of Tressel and going, and even when they brought in Herb, with the probation and everything, there is it's Alabama had more institutional control than what's going on with these two programs.
I agree with you. No, I will
Georgia
say this.
had more
the
control.
Difference,
UCLA had more control.
The difference between what Gene Smith did control of and what Warde Manuel that is coming out in the beliefs is that Gene Smith didn't know what the hell was going on. Warde Manuel was fucking flying the flag for it. Dude, this thing's gonna come to a head and the FP level worthy. And that's not me saying that as Buckeye fan.
It's never going to happen because of, first of all, what they bring to the table. We saw what Alabama did for those couple of years where they were, before they were really, back to where they were now. And really at this particular point, it's just basically, it's playing within the new confined rules of the game and, figuring out what can we tweak here, because they're never going to do something that drastic to a Michigan program with any of their programs, their basketball program, hockey, track and field, fencing, rowing, football, any of their programs just because it's Michigan. Ohio State, they might be able
They
to do
may
because a
not
lot of their programs are not that great anymore.
they may not choice. That's how bad some of the shit come out is. And maybe not the death penalty, but because the CFP is its own thing, I could see them of that championship.
You keep trying to hold
Because
water
the
for
CFP,
that, it will never happen.
dude, I'm telling you, read up on it. That's coming out.
It
And
will
if they
never
don't,
happen.
it's
It will never happen. You know why? Because Mike
why?
cannot have nice things.
No, I can't.
Exactly.
You're an asshole.
You're gonna die, clown!
What you got for me, buddy?
Mike, your favorite network went through a bit of an overhaul this week, and there's still things ongoing with it. This one is the one that got the most run, and I'd like to get your opinion on it because we probably both don't have the highest opinion of him, but I want your honest take. And that is now former ESPN analyst, NFL analyst, who was fired on air, apparently, Ryan Clark.
First of all. Second of all, he wasn't fired on there. Here's ESPN's doing layoffs. Disney has done a ton of layoffs. Of course, Disney's their parent company. Pixar's gotten hit. ESPN's gotten hit. And what had happened was the list of people from ESPN got leaked. And it was kind of like trade deadline day. It gets leaked, you're getting traded, you're getting. Same thing happened here with Ryan. It got leaked that Ryan Clark was going. They pulled him. A lot of this has to do with ESPN buying the NFL Network. They're kind of merging everybody. Pete Schrager, who he was tearing into that day, is they find a more valuable person for that. So he was gone anyway. Did you see who else they got rid of?
I heard some names, but go ahead.
Carl Ravitch is out.
Yes, I did hear that.
The eve of the Little League World Series, Carl Ravitch is out.
Ravitch is not as surprising because of the fact that he's been there 3 decades, and you have to figure his time at the network was probably going to end up coming to it. I mean, because he was also part of the golden age generation. Stu, Dan, Keith, Craig, Linda, Stan Verrett, SVP is back in the fold, and he's just as much of a major player as anything because of all the other work that he does and all the versatility he has with all the other sports. Golf, the NBA, the NFL, baseball, everything like that. So he's basically untouchable right now, which I have no problem with because I'm a huge SVP fan, always have been. But you also figure, guys like Berman and Joe Morgan and Tom Jackson and Ravitch, who have been there for years, but really you have to kind of be honest, are kind of tailored towards just that one sport as an analyst, and they move these guys out after so many decades, which hopefully that means that we're not going to have to see Rex Ryan and hopefully Kendrick Perkins for too much longer. Mike, I'm going to it's not going to be an add-on here. I'd like you to come up with a list, and I want you to be serious. 3 things that ESPN can do to fix itself, and 2 personalities you want to see gone immediately.
3 things ESPN can do to fix themselves. Number 1, to doing Sports Center and broadcasting games.
Thank you.
Number 2, put Stephen A. Smith on and drop him in the East River.
I've been seeing a lot of people saying just shoot him straight into the moon, but
No, drop him in the East River. It's dirtier. And 3, and this is the big thing. Actually have a diverse staff that covers all sports.
Yes.
And here's the 4th one. And this may be going a little bit out of left field. Which used to be the Crown Jewel of the Week. Your Sunday night's Rich Eisen. You have to go old school for that Sunday night episode. And if you got to put him and Van Pelt on a desk together,